Hello, you guys. Sorry for the wait. I was trying to get my headphones connected. Finally, they connected, being a pain in the butt. So I apologize. Hey, you guys. Hey, Nana Banana. Hey, Lips. Hey, Woofy. Hey, Punksy. Hey, Crazy Mama. Vicky. How are you guys? As I put my link. That's okay, Lips. Hey, hey, Mark Molina. Hey, Crazy Mama. I was looking at your comments while I was trying to connect. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Cool Gamer. Jan, Spicy Sugar. Hey, Emma. That he called you the next day and all of that. That's kind of interesting. I'm surprised. Hey, Tam. Hey, Daisy Chain. Where's your man? Slink. Hello, you guys. K-Braze. I hope I didn't miss anybody. How are you guys? So I was debating if I was going to go live on this or, oh, hey, Truth Teller, by the way, that reminds me. And welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Hey, my guardian angel. I can't wait to show you all this. But hold on, let me pull up my thing because I was going to give you a wrench, TT, but not to like be a wrench, but just if in case you need it. You don't have to. Hold on, if I can find you. Okay. So there was a couple things that I thought about going live about. The first thing was this Papa. I believe that Justin guy in the Idaho case is Papa Roger. And I did a little short about that because there's a lot to talk about here. Hey, Mama Bear. Hey, Delana, Rescue Mom. Good to see you guys. West Virginia Holler Girl, Emily. So anyways, I'm very interested in having a conversation with you guys on that subject because I do believe he's Papa Roger. But it just happens that I got a new dress. Julia's family has actually made a statement with the local with the charity overseas. I won't say local because I don't know. I don't speak that language. But I'm going to show you guys that. They've done a couple lives we haven't seen. The mainstream media is starting to pick it up. News Nation picked it up. It's getting interesting. But I want you to hear what Julia's family says. Hey, Aunt B. Hey, Harley Yaya. Okay. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to start with that. So Julia, the young lady who's claiming to be Madeleine McCann, I almost said Madalena. Haven't heard any updates in her case for a bit. Oh, awesome, Karen. Here is their statement. So let's see. Okay. It says, we would like to take a stance on Julia's case, which has spread the internet and media in many countries in recent days. For us as a family, it is obvious that Julia is our daughter, granddaughter, sister, niece, cousin, and stepniece. We have memories, we have pictures. Julia also has these photos because she took them from the family home with the birth certificate, as well as numerous hospital discharges. We always tried to understand all situations that happened with Julia. Numerous therapies, medicines, psychologists, psychiatrists. Julia had it all guaranteed. She wasn't left alone. Threats to our address from Julia, her lies and manipulations, activity on the internet. We've seen it all, and we've tried to prevent it, to explain. We've asked her to stop. Now, I'm going to pause and just say, these folks don't speak English. This is basically Facebook translating what they actually said. So it's not going to be, the grammar will be off. They go on to say, we always tried to help her get back on her feet. Julia has been of age for several years. She has moved out of the house. She refuses treatment, doesn't take medicines regularly. She also did not take advantage of the treatment opportunity at a very good center in Poland, which agreed to accept her. Julia once wanted to be a singer, a model. She always wanted to be popular. What's happening now? She got 1 million followers. We're afraid Julia will carry the inevitable. The internet won't forget, and it's obvious that Julia isn't Maddie. We are devastated at this current situation. At the same time, we would like to announce that we will not do interviews, publish any photos, comment on articles. Please direct any questions or concerns to the spokesperson of the Provincial Police Command in Wroclaw, who is conducting proceedings in Julia's case and to whom we have provided all the necessary evidence in this case. The family of Julia W. The statement. Wait, oh, I guess it's just written again where it was translated. Okay. So that is very interesting. Now they share a few photos. Let's look and see. This looks very much like what we've seen on these live videos, which they had another one today and one yesterday. We will take a look at those in a moment. And I will tell you guys, I've been in direct communication with this psychic lady's assistant. We've text messaged and emailed. I haven't heard back from them in a couple of days. There's a great age progression photo, actually. People were asking if there was one of Madeleine, what she would potentially look like. So, hey, Tiffany, good to see you. She looks nothing like that child. I hope she's safe too, Slink. I definitely felt she was allegedly a fake. To be honest, I believe them. Peach, I believe them too. I really do. I wish I was surprised, but I was hopeful. I told all y'all. Hey, Heather. I knew she had a mental issue. That's what I said yesterday. Yep. So, I mean, I wish I'd have shared maybe some baby photos or something like that. But, I mean, yeah, she has an assistant. So they posted, I'll show you where how I contacted them when we get to their Instagram, because she's been sharing for like media, for questions and stuff like that to reach out. So I thought, hey, I might as well. I had a couple questions I wanted to ask, like this DNA test, because I'm not sure that it's actually happening. And I mean, until I don't know. I have questions, right? So I tried and they responded to me like 10 times, but now they haven't responded. So here. So this is, I called the number actually. They texted me back and then they were like, can you please email, after a few texts back and forth, and we started emailing. Let me see if I can pull up exactly what they said. And also I will say, I don't know. It's painting a pretty dark picture, in my opinion. I feel really bad for this young lady, no matter what. And also, I feel like, and we're going to watch the latest lives with this psychic. I have questions about this psychic. Why is she? I don't know. I have a bad feeling, you guys. So, let's see. Let me check your comments and then we'll watch the video. What better way to get views and money than to take advantage of a mentally unwell young woman in disguise of protecting her? I think that, and then maybe that's why I haven't got a response back, because I've been very honest about my feelings about this psychic. I think it's good she has someone looking out for her. However, I also think she's doing exactly what she's told everyone. You know, she's benefiting nonetheless from this and doing what she's asked people not to do. She has 10 million followers. You know, she's not trying to she already has reached some level of fame. I wish for mainly Julia's sake, DNA her and her mom so she can have closure. I agree. You guys, do you not think her mom looks so much like her though? I do feel bad for her. She was seeking help, in my opinion. The psychic is getting noticed. That's true. I mean, she is. I think she is using her, pretending to care for her. It's a little bit frustrating to kind of watch them live, because she won't even really let her speak. She actually has 1 million followers now. Let's refresh the page, because I hadn't refreshed it on my computer. She has hit 1 million. And I will say, I have major red flags when I hear that she's really been wanting to be famous. I can't help it. And remember, you guys, when I said there was a video of her in the car, the psychic lady, and it got deleted? Well, it's now up here on Julia's account. So let's look at that for a second and just see, and then we'll listen to.
This is Dr. Thea Johansson, known as a Persian medium. Works with police officers, private investigators to finding missing persons for so many years, and also a private investigator. I would love to update you about a couple things. The one very important things is that Julia's mental health at this moment, it's not okay because of a lot of haters out there, because of a lot of comments and a lot of nastiness that went through directly to her skin at this moment. She needs help. I do understand the 50% of you guys that hate now to the 100-degree just because you guys think and believe that she's not a real person. She's not Madeleine. She's this and that. And I'm telling you guys, my team and me, we are investigating already about her family, her backgrounds, where she came from, and which family she belonged to, what school actually she went to, and all other details.
Okay, so we'll just trust you and wait for your word.
That this case,
we'll just trust you and wait for your word. And I'll be honest, you guys, I'm going to share something. I debated on if I should share it or not, but it's out there. It's a screenshot. Actually, a friend of mine who has a channel, Guidance and Light. Well, what does she call it now? I think it's just Guidance. I will share her channel in the community page. She actually pointed this out to me. Just quickly, I want to show you this. She's obviously, she's, hold on. There it is. She's self-harming. Okay. I'm worried. I don't think she is the perfect person for someone to try to take advantage of based on her mental health and where she's at right now. So, I mean, it's worrisome. Okay, we'll go back to this. It says, to everyone interested in Julia's search for answers, please understand we are in the middle of an investigation. This is a vulnerable woman seeking answers about her identity and her life. Regardless of your opinions, she is a human being who deserves respect. When nothing is done in the investigation in a few weeks, you can learn more. But more now, please respect this woman's privacy. Her background was challenging and messy. There is no need to spew hatred, judgment, and especially threats toward a person in need. This is unacceptable and needs to stop. Here, we'll keep listening, though, for a moment and talk while she's talking.
Madeleine case would be very sensitive for each of you, especially. Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Thea Johansson, known as a Persian.
Hey, missing people with confusing stories, welcome. Oh, what an interesting channel you must have. She needs counseling, not a psychic medium. I agree. Stick that red flag on your head, lady. The future is telling me. Peach. I wonder if any of her visions she's seen defamation of character. If she's truly a psychic, she would already know if Julia was Madeleine or not. I also believe that Julia's family would absolutely speak out and make a statement claiming the opposite of what Julia says to cover their butts. And that, I could see that. That's fair. Jane Doe she is. Well, that's why I didn't know if I should share that she is harming herself like that. But it's out there, and I think that it's important that it adds another layer to this, that she's a very unwell young lady, So even if she's like trying to get famous or anything, I mean, at the end of the day, you can clearly see that she's unwell. Hey, Rainbow Lights. I know, happy hour. Hey, Brittany. Just because we don't believe she is not Madeleine doesn't mean we don't care. It sounds like this psychic might have an exterior motive. Let's all agree just to get her help. Hey, Heidi. Well, you don't just put a claim like this out there and expect the public not to go insane, especially about a missing child that has been actively searched for on social media, especially one of the biggest missing person cases in all time, in all of history. Only 100 subs. That's awesome, though. I'm excited. I just think missing people with mysterious and confusing stories, it's interesting. Seeking answers is one thing, but to claim she could be a missing girl would obviously cause mayhem, which was intended. I mean, let's be honest. Look at her screen name. I am Madeleine McCann, with no consideration of Madeleine McCann's parents, family. I don't know. I think that was quite bold in itself. Clicks and views. Her own mother said she was refusing help, so why would she seek help from elsewhere? That's a good point. I went through that growing up. Sadly, I think these people are putting false shit into her head too. I went through that some too, especially with like my addiction. And yeah, I agree with you, Peach. I really do. Hey, Thistle. I agree about the family covering their butts, in part. I'm not going to resent Julia on behalf of her family anyway. She's troubled. Exactly, Chrissy. Can you imagine what Madeleine's parents are going through? Even the thought and the hope that this could be true. The one thing that I'm hopeful for is that they're happy that Madeleine's name is back out there. However, some people think they were involved. I don't have opinion on that yet because I haven't done enough research to say. But some kind of cry for attention. It looks like it. Maddie's not missing. Her parents know that. Hey, Guidance, there you are. I was just mentioning you and your channel. We are watching this. Thank you for We're watching this lady that has claimed to be Madeleine, but the newer interviews, and her family actually came out and made a statement. But I also said earlier, it's strange to me that her family made a statement like that. Even if true, I wouldn't just bash her and turn my back publicly like that. That's interesting. Maddie's parents know exactly where she is, says Blue Petunia. Well, I think the next step of this, we're digging into the case. Like I want to do I want us to go through like the details of the case and talk about that, because now I'm just completely invested and I don't even know what happened. So I've watched a couple things like there's a man on TikTok. Well, actually, I don't think it's his TikTok account. He's like, one of you guys sent it to me. I watched a few things, but not like I need to. So this was her live from yesterday. After I wasn't live yesterday, but this was yesterday. So this was after the last time that we talked about it, a new live. They also did another one, which is gone. I can't find it anywhere. So.
Okay, let's try again.
Yes, Guidance. That's what we were talking about, but trying, carefully. Hey, Angie. Hey, my May.
I see invitation. Let's try it.
That you are okay right now, and there is
no
need for them.
Hold on. Prepare to be so annoyed because they got the freaking notifications buzzing in the background. And yesterday when I was listening to this, I just wanted to scream. So don't scream at me. I can't help it, but
be worried and concerned. There is a couple of facts, Julia, that we have to clarify to people that watching this video. There is no I am Madeleine McCann backup accounts anywhere. There is no accounts absolutely anywhere besides this account that you can see her and me.
I have an account on TikTok too.
Yes, I know, but I'm trying to say about Facebook and about Instagram, because a lot of people to create the account, fake accounts in UK. And
but I have to say, it's very funny that people say that I'm doing it for, and they are doing it for fame by creating accounts in social media with my pictures. So it's weird.
It's perfectly fine. Again, and we are totally understand if some people trying to use and abuse
and they are opportunists and then trying to gain something. At this moment, we actually say to every single out there, and we are going to post on the stories and at the same time on her wall, on my wall, that we are not related to any UK numbers or any numbers worldwide. The only numbers that we already put out is number that is already on Julia's page. At the same time, we have, or she has, absolutely no other accounts on Instagram and Facebook. All other accounts are fake, and they try to fool people to make money, to make followers, and they're all opportunists that trying to find a
opportunistic. She's opportunistic. Come on now. You got me completely invested in this case. Oh, thank you, Amanda. That's so sweet. Okay, let me show you guys. So while we're listening, and we're going to keep listening to some of this, I just saw this on Twitter because I wanted to see like what we could pull up, and I want to watch this. But look, here are Julia's parents. Look at her mom's mouth and her mouth. I mean, you can't tell me that that is not her mama. And their noses. I'm sorry, but she looks exactly like her parents. Sorry, Bentley came. Yeah, she is her mom's twin. They do look exactly alike. She's the mama. I completely agree. Medium scammer doesn't want anyone else making money off of her scam. She worked hard for this. Could you imagine your child missing and for the rest of your life, random people keep popping up saying they could be him, her, and you never find them? I've been thinking I wanted to go and see all of the people that have spoken out over time claiming to be Madeleine or no, I think that would be, I bet there's more. It's not her, Alex Lucille. She's her mom. Yeah, she looks exactly like her. Oh, LFT said, do I think that it was a mistake to go to social media? I do think so. I think that if you look here, I don't believe that. I mean, the McCanns, they have a charity around finding Madeleine. I feel like they wouldn't be very hard to get in touch with. I don't know. And then again, I go, well, if you're helpless and you feel like you have no other way, I mean, you can't fault somebody for speaking up, right? But I hear that she wants to be a famous singer, and I'm like, whoa. I used to say the same, but manipulation, lies, abuse, constant heartbreak, bashing. As a mother, I'll always be here. But sometimes we as parents have to let go for our own mental health. I could see that happening, especially with like addiction and things like that. But when you're living with someone from a very young age, you can resemble them. That much, though? I've seen like husband and wife start to look alike even. But I don't know. I thought she looked like Jerry too, Karen. She really did. She does. Her mother claims that they have birth certificates, in that post that we read at the beginning, birth certificates, photos, hospital records, like, all that. Sherry, yep, if they entertained all of them, and I'm sure there's a few. The lips is what did it for you. They're both running a scam, in my opinion. Julia has 1 million followers on Instagram now. Her family said she wanted to be famous. Oh my God. Hey, Mallory, how are you? And how's your papa? Check her eye. Maddie has an obvious difference in her right eye. I mean, she has the mark though, so that's like what, I don't know. The McCann's assistants have assistants. After seeing the photo of her mom and how quickly she deleted the photo as soon as people started saying she looks like her, I knew then that this girl knows she's not. Oh, really? You think so? Hey, Lori. By the way, Lori had messaged me, you guys, and told me, let me find the message because I want to read it to you. So Lori and her husband have started a new business endeavor where they're going to be selling beard balm. And you can go on Facebook to Pickard's Classic Beard Balm and check it out. I told her that I would mention it there, or you can email at pickardsclassicbeardbalm@gmail.com. So congratulations, Lori. That's really exciting. It's weird. If you feed them long enough, they start to look like you. It's true, though. It's freaking crazy. Under a tornado watch. So having a lot of fun. She has lips. She has similar lips to me. Guess I'm her sister. Yeah, she's famous now. I think the mark is different too. Oh no, lips. I'm sorry. That sucks. Well, if it makes you better, though, I guess it's a good thing. Why will no one provide her birth certificate? She's a troubled young woman and could still be a missing person. Hope she finds clarity and peace. Oh, thank you, not my name. I really love you guys being here. All right. Slink, no. I don't know. Her family claims she was not adopted or anything. She claims that she just doesn't remember much of her childhood and that her family tells her they're her family, but she doesn't think they are. If you wave it, I'm gonna take notice, Peach. How crazy would it be if she was her? If she was, I'm telling y'all, I might fall completely out. Julia Francina. Okay, back to this video, but we are going to look at some other pretty interesting things. But
way to gain followers.
God, that buzzing
Again,
noise.
Please respect and please back up, because our followers, or better say my audience, have 10 million followers worldwide. They send tons of DM and tons of email, then reportedly saying that those people trying to use and abuse Julia's name.
Oh.
And try to say they know Julia.
And just to let you guys know, now we have a whole new element being thrown in, which is the fact that she's been like a sex worker, but not like an OnlyFans. She's also tried to get fame that way. We're going to watch a TikTok on it. I actually haven't even seen it, so I really don't know a ton about that, but we'll watch in just a moment.
They're connected with Julia. They got the information about the case. Please call that number. So many people actually from UK start to kind of like, use that 44 number to say that, oh yeah, we know everything. We are very close to Gary. We are very close to Kate. Oh, we know everything. They kind of Photoshop pictures. They're trying to fool people. Please, people, don't get fooled by foolish. So what I want you guys to do is to report and immediately send a picture or any image to us, to me, or to Julia.
She didn't use it? Okay, Ralph, interesting.
And to stop them immediately. So again, at this moment, we are in the middle of the investigation. When everything gets close to the number that,
hey, Corinne,
that we can go through and go to tell exactly where the investigation is, what we are, and what's going on, we will let you guys know. Julia, you told me that there is a couple people and couple investigators, which I don't know who they are, try to let you and telling you a bad words and mention you and this and that. Again, there is a lot of fake accounts out there. There's a lot of fake people that saying that the investigator, they're trying to investigate, which is all lies. There is no evidence, absolutely nothing. They are involved with that case.
We're not even going to listen to any more of that because she drives me crazy too. And I want us to switch over to TikTok for a few minutes because I think we'll find some interesting stuff there. Look, one of you mentioned in the comments, there was talk about her being cast to play Madeleine at one time. So there's a TikTok about that. But before we start with the TikToks, though, I just want to warn you guys that not everything we see is true, right? So just because someone's saying it on TikTok, I know you guys know that, but just, I don't know. Just so you know, I don't want anybody running with that. That medium has some nerves. You wouldn't say what the negative comments are while live with this unwell girl if she cared. Her song list. Huh. Okay, so here is the TikTok. Was Julia cast to play Madeleine? Julia. Wow. So she definitely has like a, hold on, a profile up on this casting website.
Or nothing. That's suspicious.
That's weird.
That's weird. And you want to know what else is funny? My Tajin powder, Tajin.
That's suspicious. That's weird. That is kind of weird. Corinne, have a good day, Heather. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I think this was all a scam. She wants fame. I'm starting to wonder myself. Like, I don't even know, you guys. Hey, Maya, this girl seems actually confused on her past. And Lori, you can type in the chat if you want to add that your website and stuff. Has she agreed to DNA testing? I think that the McCann. Okay, so I'm hearing some mixed things now. Initially, we're told that they agreed. I think that they have still agreed, but I'm hearing. I don't want to say for certain. Maybe we'll run across it, but let's just say it's up in the air. The medium wants people to believe she can read them and charge people lots of money to do it. I feel bad for her, but now I'm confused. I know, me too. I'd be hollering about it because that'd mean I'm going to jail too. Well, her mom made a statement we read at the beginning. If you guys missed it here, we'll go back to it just for a moment because it's not too long. Hold on. So they say that they want to take a stand on this story that's circulated the internet. It's obvious to us as a family that Julia is our daughter, granddaughter, sister, niece, cousin, and stepdaughter. We have memories. We have pictures. Julia also owns these photos because she took them from the family home along with her birth certificate, as well as numerous discharges from hospitals. We have always tried to understand any situations that happened with Julia. Numerous therapies, medications, psychologists, and psychiatrists are all Julia had provided. She was not left alone. Threats are addressed from Julia, her lies and manipulation, activities on the internet. We've seen it all. We've tried to prevent it, explain it, and we've asked her to stop. We always tried to help her get back on her feet. Julia has been of age for several years. She moved out of the house. She refuses treatment. She does not take medication regularly. She also did not take advantage of the possibility of treatment at a very good center in Poland. Julia once wanted to be a singer, a model. She always wanted to be popular. What's happening now has given her 1 million followers. We're scared if Julia will carry the inevitable. The internet does not forget, and it is obvious that Julia is not Maddie. We are devastated by the current situation. At the same time, we want to state that we will not give interviews, publish any photos, comment on articles. Any inquiries or comments should be sent to the Ombudsman of the Provincial Police Headquarters in Wrocław, who is conducting the investigation on Julia and to whom we have provided all the necessary documentary evidence in this case. Okay, so it is a little different. The first one is like what Facebook translated, and then it's, I don't know. But that's interesting. So that apparently they are working with police. Can you imagine how her family must feel, you guys? Truly. Can you imagine? And I don't know what this is. It says it's a charity. well, on my phone when I search, oh, right here, page, charity organization. But I'm not sure, I obviously don't speak this language, so I don't even know exactly who this is they're speaking out through, but they have a lot of followers. So if she's lying, can she be charged? I hope so. I hope so, especially if they can prove that she like knowingly, I really do, because that's ridiculous. The psychic, yes. So the psychic actually, after she started her account, we can see it's in her comment section. She commented underneath and was like, "Oh my gosh, I've been saying Madeleine was alive." That kind of thing. I bet Dr. Phil will come out too. Oh, and I do want to say something just so you guys are aware. So you know how like the fundraisers can be shared from like creators can do fundraisers through YouTube. Like recently, Cher posted that she did all these fundraisers and was talking about all the money that she raised in honor of Summer through these fundraisers. You have to be able to do a fundraiser like that, you have to have like 10,000 subscribers, so many views. I don't know all the details, but I do know that the creator, like the money goes straight to the charity. Just because I want to look and see what like organizations that we can find that maybe we could do something like that. But yeah, so YouTube, the money goes straight to the charity. YouTube takes that money and gives it to them. The creator, it's completely out of their hands. Like, yeah. So the name of this psychic is the Persian Medium. Yes, and not taxed or any portions taken out. Right. Thank you, guidance. Yeah. So I don't know. It's a good way to do if you want to do some kind of fundraiser, it's a really good way because there's no way your hands cannot be, your hands don't touch anything. It goes straight to the charity through YouTube. And yeah. Maura, there are many people who have set up funds, but they're not accepting money, actually. They're saying that they don't want any money. Harley, I don't know, definitely. That's what was said, but I don't believe it. Now I don't even know what to think. I don't believe any of it. Why isn't her Polish family posting baby pictures or pregnancy pics? I don't know, but I would like to see that. I wish that they would have. Like on this post here, they added a few photos, but like none of them are baby photos, They don't need, I don't know. I don't think they look much alike at all. I do think they have similar noses and stuff, but think about babies. Like a lot of them look alike. You don't really see a person's features at that age. Is everything okay, Sylvie? You're probably just so over it by now. Have a good day, Punksy. Says they won't come out and say, "Oh yes, we bought her when she was 4 to 5." Now, will they? They have to cover their butts too if she is her. Yeah. Interesting. I'm not surprised. I watched her and occasionally I saw her smile just a tiny bit. She's mentally unstable, whether she believes it or not. I don't know. That Persian doctor is a praying spastic. Yeah, I saw that, Michelle. She is very wealthy, you can tell. She's a beautiful lady, Oh, thank you, British. Pollock, I appreciate that. The last thing I take when I leave my parents' home is my baby photos. Weird. I saw her smirks too. You want my opinion on why they haven't posted photos to try to protect her and the family? Of course, we want your opinion on that. Wow. Okay. We got to go back to TikTok for a minute because I want to see what else is over here. Just because like TikTok is anybody who wants to research something, whether it's a case, a conspiracy, a situation, a drama, like a celebrity drama or something, you want to know the details. I swear to you, TikTok will have it. Well, I was telling somebody the other day, like one time I dropped a red candle that was melted on my tan carpet. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do? So I looked on TikTok and I was like, hacks for getting wax out of the carpet. And there was like 100 videos, and there was this hack that worked. You had to use a wet towel and an iron, which I didn't have an iron. So I used a frying pan, but it actually pulled all the wax out. So TikTok is a place to find stuff for real.
Some updates on Julia Faustina, who is the woman that claims that she believes she Madeleine McCann. So various news outlets are reporting that Julia Faustina goes by 3 different surnames, being Julia Wendell and Julia Wandelt. Again, I don't know if my pronunciation is correct, so forgive me if it's not. This is Julia's Facebook page, and she lists herself as a 21-year-old singer, songwriter, piano and ukulele player, composer. And it says that she's a vocal artist at Dark Nomad Music Management, and it lists her there from 2022. And this Dark Nomad Music Entertainment is a Swedish music management and entertainment site. Focus is on developing artists and giving artists a platform. So she signed to management. Since Julia came out with these claims that she believes to be Madeleine, she has been linked to Dr. Johnson, who is a Persian medium. I believe that she's actually the medium that claimed that Madeleine McCann would be found in the year 2023.
She is.
And honestly, she is going to bat for Julia.
She is. And guess what? This makes her legit. She's thinking, I've been saying that Madeleine McCann was living in Germany or blah, 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 blah. So she's trying to use this story to legitimize, make her look more, to validate her, prove, you know, her gift, or however you want to say that, you know.
Numerous videos sending her pleas to the media, to the police. It's wild. And here's the kicker. Julia posted this picture of her mother to her Instagram account, I am Madeleine McCann, yesterday. And immediately after doing so, people commented saying how the resemblance is striking, which it really is. And that there's no way that she could be Madeleine McCann because she looks so like her mother, or the woman who has raised Julia, which she's claiming she doesn't believe it's her mother, obviously. Julia deleted the picture swiftly after, and when people start commenting this under it, she was deleting all comments. There's various factors why Julia believes that she's McCann. I've done previous videos on it, so if you are just seeing this video now, go back and watch the previous ones. But she claims that she's never seen a picture of her mother pregnant with her. She's unable to obtain a copy of her certificate. She has post-traumatic amnesia. She remembers being on holiday as a young child with her parents in a place with lots of white walls, akin to Praia de Luz, where Madeleine vanished from. As the days go on, the plot just thickens more and more, and more information is coming out. Yeah, I just thought I would share these little...
Unbelievable. You guys, I just cannot believe this. I just cannot believe this. Let's see.
That she is in fact missing Madeleine McCann. Internet gone wild after she began posting series of alleged proofs and similarities between Madeleine and herself. I personally don't see any resemblance between them, although many seem convinced. But who is this girl? She acts under the name of Julia Faustina with very minimum background of any kind, claiming to be in a music industry but having 0 followers. The account is also relatively new, but what got my attention is that she acts as vocalist for Dark Nomad Music Management. So are they managing her? Because as PR company, she doesn't seem to have any emotion. Look into this guy, seems sus. Nah, but hold on, she does have a perfect promotion because all world knows her face and knows about her. Am I wrong? I may be wrong, but I do see this Madeleine.
No, you're not wrong. This is the perfect way to get the world to know about you. Actually, it's making me angry. It's pretty. This is we're not going to hear that because it's got music. I'm not going to play it. Oh, this is the one. The doctor has 9 million followers, but only 50 likes on a post. Oh. Oh my, I hadn't even thought about looking at it like that. Like, Madeleine McCann, abduction or scam? Let's welcome our new members. Julia Fosnia, June of 2022. She became a member of the Maddie McCann group in June of last year. Now, all of a sudden, she thinks she's Maddie. Y'all see, I told you, TikTok's crazy. They could be, Steph. I don't know. That's something we should look at. But she was in the Madeleine McCann Facebook groups. I don't have any delusions and psychosis. I will prove it as soon as possible. Well, I mean, I wish that we knew that that was actually her. I can answer for question. Here, we'll drop the link. You can click this link. And everybody, please be kind. No matter what, just please be kind. If you click this link, it should guide you to be able to come up on the, and you can talk. Hold on. Please keep kind in chat or I'll throw my wrench. Thank you. Crazy mama. I'm shaking, y'all. So that link going through from my account with the yellow box around it is, if you click on that, it will bring you up to the panel. Oh, lips. Allie's, oh, thank you, Mystic. I just checked it out. Julia is the fourth Maddie claim, and one was a British girl, was a joke. The McCanns are aware of them all. Interesting. Hey, Sandy Beach. Love you. Uh-oh. Hello? Is that you, Woofy? Yeah, we would love to hear from you and give you the opportunity to say anything for yourself. Please go up on panel. We want to help if you can. If you want to, Lips, as a matter of fact, I was going to say that if anybody, like if anybody wanted to ask a question, you guys could come up and ask too, as long as she's okay. Yeah, please press that link. And then I feel bad for the McCann family. Everyone that comes in their life like this gives them hope. What is the lady's name who raised Julia? I'm very curious to ask her about these photos.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
I just want to
You cut out. How?
Oh, shoot. Okay. Hold on. Let me get you out of my case. I forget. Ugh.
Oh, we got somebody else too. Hold on. I'm going to put an overlay up just because there's somebody in the back of the chat, but just in case, I don't want to.
Yes.
Here we go.
Okay, there we go.
Hello. You have to unmute your mic. It says Anna, A-N-A. She's gone now. So what did she say in the chat? Because I missed it. I'm trying to go back, but she said she something about her mental health. She's not in psychosis.
And her family's not telling the truth.
Okay. Give me a moment. Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Take a second. Steph Lynn, in this chat, what the F? Lips, are you
I think
there?
you're doing good. You're doing good. And I can see the nervousness. That was kind of out of the blue, but
Yeah.
I think you have this handled. I really do. In chat, if you guys have any questions, obviously respectful questions, throw them out there for her. Well,
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
Allie to ask, yeah.
Absolutely. This says Woofy.
That's
Hello,
me.
Woofy?
Yes, me.
Okay.
Hey, chat.
I'm not sure that's her. It has a little over 300 subs. Well, I mean, I'll give whoever, if she has the opportunity, I don't want to not give her the opportunity to come up. So says I can still tag her. Hey, Clown Sleuthin. She was saying her mom was lying.
Yep. Now, I don't think that she built a YouTube channel yet, though. That's why I still figured that was her.
I know. Well, okay. I guess we'll just wait and see if she comes up.
Yeah.
That I want anyone to know that most in here are good people. No one will attack or be nasty. Absolutely.
Oh, guidance. I did that to one of my. You can get that all back. There's a way to revert that. I don't know how. Maybe Allie will, but I've done that to one of my best shows too.
Yeah, that's why I put the overlay up. People are wild, man. They love to.
Well, she was saying that when she went to go edit it, that she kept the P-bomb part and got rid of the whole show. I've done that too.
Guard Wolf. Wolfie said it. Or Guard Wolf. It's really her. There's a video up of her from 8 months ago. Okay.
That's what I thought.
Wow. Man, I'm
Very-
nervous like it's my channel. We're just waiting. Vicky, we are waiting on Julia to come up and give her the opportunity to speak for herself. I mean, we are sitting here talking about her, so I would not ever do that to somebody without allowing them to speak too,
Right. She should have the right to speak. Whether, it's repetitive or it's something new, I think you're right. She definitely has the right.
Yep, I agree. The anticipation is killing me. Hattie, it's Lips and Woofy up here. Crazy mama biting her nails. Well, I don't know. I guess what I'm going to do is give it just a second, and then I'll go back to the TikToks we were watching because I don't want to wait like too much time just sitting here.
She's just in your back area?
No, she's not in the back area at all. Here, I'm going to drop.
Oh.
Did I pin that?
Yeah, you did.
She was on another live and said she has one account, although there are 4 accounts, 3 were fake and spam. Well, Truth Teller went to her account and said there was a video. So where she has like, if you have a wrench on a channel, you can click in the comment section and go straight to channel. Because like, regular chatters, you won't be able to click on somebody else and go to their channel. And it was from 8 months ago, the live or the video on her channel. Thank you guys for coming up here and having my back. I appreciate you. I clicked on her account and it looked legit to me.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Well. What should I do? Just keep going through the TikToks until if she comes?
In a different way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. She has several videos. Okay, Truth Teller.
Yep, there's a bunch of videos
Thank you.
there. There's a whole bunch, and they're all her. They're, But yeah, go through them. Keep going through them, but just be choose your words wisely.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, all right. So that's what we're gonna do then. Caught me off guard a little bit, but okay. We'll go to the next one. If there is, actually, I don't know if there is. I might have to do another search. Okay. One sec, you guys. Let me know if she comes back in because I can't see the chat. She has a verified music channel. Interesting. I couldn't see what channel those comments were from, right? She's not going to call without that lady. Well, that's fine too, you know. We can look her channel up. She was in here, Crime Sleuthin'. Okay.
I'm neck deep in this. Okay, this is Julia, the girl in the middle. She is a Polish woman who thinks she may be Madeleine McCann. A few months ago, her grandmother said something to her. We don't know what she said, but it led her to start researching this. She had never heard of Madeleine McCann. And then looking back, she's like, well, I don't really remember it either. It's very blurry. Whenever she parents about it, they like change the subject. They're very weird about it. She's never seen a picture of her pregnant with her. She's asked for that, and they like laugh, and they're like, you're crazy. She also said things just don't add up when her parents do tell her information about her childhood. For instance, she was a child told her that she didn't always attend school like from the beginning when she was little. She came later on. Her parents say that's not true. She attended from day one, so that doesn't make sense to her. She's also of German pedophile Peter Ney, who she says is Martin Ney's son. Martin Ney is a pedophile and German serial killer who was questioned and suspected of Madeleine's disappearance. They do have similar physical features, their chin, their nose, but mostly the same mark on the right eye, although Julia does address that hers has faded a little bit as she's gotten older. There's also a comparison of Julia and an age progressed picture of what they thought Madeleine may look like in 2010 at age 7, and those do look very, very similar. The only thing is Julia's 21, Madeleine would be 19 at the
Okay, so I just want to say one of the reasons that I would really appreciate if she did end up coming up is because things are shifting. Like when this first started, you know, you can see things a certain way, and things are starting to shift. And now that the family has came out and that kind of thing, I would just love to hear from her, kind of her response to her family's post about having these pictures of her at the hospital, her birth certificate, about her being like all the things that they said, her having the psychiatric issues and those kind of things. So if you, yeah, Julia, I think that it would be really beneficial to your story to do that, because the impression that we're getting at this point, like I said, things are starting to shift. And now that we've heard from your family, I don't know. I think it would be, yeah, really good to hear from you. And if not, we'll just keep talking about it, because I wasn't expecting that anyways. But if you're still watching, yeah. And of course, Madeleine McCann would have mental health problems. That's a good point, Grace. That is a good point. If for any reason this is not for honest intentions, but instead to promote some music career, I wonder if she could be sued or have charges filed for harassment to the McCanns. I think that, yes, I think maybe if it could be proven that it was intentionally some sort of, yeah, exactly, Crumb Sleuthin'. I do think that maybe there could potentially be some trouble. Right, Peach, exactly. Why use this to promote a music career? There's so many different internet things she can get involved with to push that. There's a difference of 2 years in age, right, Slink? But, you know, and that right there, I kind of, to me, like, it would make sense that if you were, say, Summer, let's just use Summer for instance. If somebody kidnapped Summer and was trying to raise her as their own child, it would make sense that they might tell her she's a little bit different of an age or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's what I kind of think about the age part of it. I don't think it's to promote. I don't think it's to help her music career at all. That's okay. If she doesn't, that's okay. Such a double-edged sword. Yep. Tracy, I know I do get all excited. I get in, y'all, I get into whatever I'm researching or talking about. That's for sure. If she was sold, they got a new fake birth certificate with a different age and date of birth. In this day and age of DNA, I would be really careful about claiming someone if I knew it was not true. She needs love and help, in my opinion. I agree. I completely agree. Thank you, guys. Oh, yeah, I have a new Instagram for my tie-dye stuff, and the mods have been dropping it. You have to go check it out. Wolfie and Melissa did a really great job helping me work on that, and I appreciate it so, so much. Are you guys still here? I see you here, but I have the full screen.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah, just chime in if you want, but
I don't know. I'm just kind of wondering, like, how do they get these birth certificates and stuff? I mean, like, without some kind of something government, something knowing something, like,
usually that is what it would have to be, right? I've thought about that with Summer too. Like, you got to have, if you've got some sort of big trafficking ring or something, that a lot of times you got people in the government helping them get away with it.
Oh yeah,
and stuff.
Because I think I said this over here. I don't remember, but Marlena steals birth certificates, or had stole birth certificate, and one of them was of a 5-year-old, and she did it last August. Not the August after Summer, but the last one we had.
Oh.
Yeah. And Summer was real little and skinny. I'm wondering if, if they could have made her a year younger or something. But
it's possible, and she was little. And even if you look at the way she was 3 feet tall, 40 pounds or 45 pounds, like, that's very small for a 5-year-old.
Yeah, yeah. So, I don't know. It just makes me wonder.
Look-alike certificates. They're saying the dark web. That's a good point.
Oh, yeah. But still, it just seems like it would register somewhere in the government that, wait, this kid just shows up at a certain age, like a 7. Where have you been? Where's all your doctor? I don't know.
I know. Oh, Corinne, I can't wait for you to get it too. Look-alike certificates. That's crazy. Well, so did you hear anything from him about that you get, like me, that call?
I have to re-listen to that call because in the heat of the moment, I try not to react or think about what's being said and done. And I gotta re-listen to it. I wish I would have made your show.
I know, which I linked your channel and everything, and I took out, like, I only showed, like, I clipped out anything else, like, that wasn't super relevant.
All right.
But yeah, I'm just curious. I don't know. How are they doing? Thank you, Peach. I can't wait to hear.
Candace has me blocked. She blocked. All right. What happened was nothing happened with us. She blocked a bunch of people because when they went to court, they obviously were given like fine rules on. All right, this gag order is like probably allegedly. I don't know. They didn't. She said I couldn't talk about it, or she couldn't talk about it. So when I said, well, is it a good thing you can't talk about it, or a bad thing you can't talk about it? She goes, I can't even talk about that. But what I'm thinking is that they were given maybe one last chance to either see the boys or something in that department. In that, otherwise, why would they care about the gag order? At that point,
right.
So I'm thinking they got a little bit of good news or something. Maybe phone
to
call
make them behave.
Yeah. Yep. And
that makes sense.
And they got their lawyer. They do it. I don't know. Their lawyer is female. Because she kept referring her to her, and she kept asking me for certain information on this lady, and I kept giving it to her. When I told her I was tired and I was gonna go to bed or whatever, and I'd give her the rest of it in the morning after I dug and got it. And then I went to go look, and that whole account. I mean, she's got me blocked. So, but Don don't. And I did hear that Don made a new account, but I got his phone number and stuff. I just haven't tried talking to him much because I got a lot going on here at home.
Right.
But I will, and I can, and
Yeah. Well, I knew that that Tim put that post out that they were off social media and stuff,
But
but
Don's not listening. Don hasn't been. Don's been on prayer gardens. Don's like, he's still in chats. And actually, there's a Candace account. It's Candy that's in chats too, saying that. And I don't know who's using it, but saying that Don's still in love with Pam because Pam went on prayer gardens. Pam Wells.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's crazy. I'm
But
surprised.
prayer gardens being linked. I don't know if it. I don't think it's her. Prayer garden supposedly a name was put out, Patricia and Dean, and I don't think it's prayer garden. And a lot of other people, like my researchers and stuff, realized it wasn't her. But everybody else is saying it's her. Ziggy, share a bunch of people, and this lady, whoever it is linked to everybody. Marlena, Don, and them, like even more people, other people that are dying in the case. Somebody that was found in a creek dead. There's just like this lady's friends with like so many people that she shouldn't be friends with in this case. And then
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's some
Oh
weird
my
stuff.
gosh. Yeah, it is always some weird stuff with him. Look at this. Detective who worked on the Madeleine McCann case does not believe Julia. It doesn't add up. He said, this is all the parents doing. They left all the kids alone in a hotel room while they partied. Should have been charged with abandonment. Wow.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with that, but
Well, then where's her siblings?
yeah, I know. I think they're grown now, but I really do think that honestly, they should have had some sort of consequences just for going to party and.
Oh yeah. The McCanns. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yes.
That blew my mind that they were allowed. And then they said that the other people that they were there with did the same thing. They all should have been charged.
Becca
Like
Smith on TikTok. I agree.
They said each one of them were taking turns and looking at each other's kids. Like one would get up from the table and they'd go probably make their rounds to each one of the rooms, check on the kids or whatever. So other people from that party that they were at were checking on their kids too. What about the last person that went and checked?
Look at this. Oh wow. I don't know. See, I don't know as much details about it. I need to learn because I don't know who. Yeah. I never really looked into it that close.
Wow. So they were all at this like hotel resort area thing or whatever, and partying at the bar area or whatever it was, restaurant, whatever. And each parent, there was a couple groups of parents, they all from what I gathered, they all had each like kids that were left in the room, and each parent would get up and they would all take their turns and go and check on the kids. Now maybe I'm mistaken, each parent would just the mom and the dad go and check on Madeleine and those kids. I don't know, but I thought it was each one, not all of them had like a couple rooms full of kids. I don't know full, how many kids were involved, but that's the way I gathered it. I could be wrong. But it was like
Right.
they were totally alone. There was a window that had some fingerprints on it or something, or it was just weird. Like, or maybe there was nothing left. There was like a window cracked. It was just, and there was the other kid in the other room or in the same room was left untouched, and it was just Madeleine that got picked up, and there was a kid that was seen being carried away by a dude.
Wait, she's here.
Oh,
hold on one sec, Julia. I'm about to bring you up. Oh, Angie, thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
You got this.
Hi.
Hi, Julia. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hello,
What
honey.
questions you have? Nice to meet you too.
How are you?
Hi.
Well, okay, let me think. I didn't really have any planned, so I was going to allow the chat to ask. But also, why don't you just tell me this. When did you start putting pieces together to decide to start the Instagram account?
Okay. I answered for this question many times, and I think that I said much enough. But I have to say one thing about
Okay.
it. It because some media press and write that I I created social media at the first time. I mean that this was my first option. No, I talked with many authorities and I was ignored. So that's why
Okay.
I created social media to being noticed
I'm
by police and you know.
yeah,
So
I see
you
that
tried,
video.
right?
Sorry.
You tried to do it privately. That's okay. You say whatever you want. But yeah, you tried to do it privately. Is what you're saying. And then it was like
I
your
tried.
last. Right. Okay.
Yeah, that was one of her.
Um.
That was one of her first 2 videos that she put out. Those are the ones that I watched carefully. Yeah. What made you think Madeleine that you were Madeleine right away, and not, or what
Like maybe
holds you?
another
Why I
missing
think
child.
that I'm Madeleine?
Yeah, yeah. What holds you right saying that you're Madeleine and maybe not instead of just saying like I'm a missing child.
As I said, I talked about it many times, and you can. I'm here. I joined here because I want to answer for new questions about statement and
Right.
about
And
your
thank you.
thoughts and because for this question I answered many times.
Okay, that's okay. That's fine. Let me.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Lips. Can I ask you? Is the DNA test happening?
Will be done, not now.
Okay.
It will be done.
Here's Brittany. It will be done, but it's not now, correct? But they have
Not
agreed
now.
to do it, right? Okay. Okay. Now let me ask you about what your family said. So let me
Is the
okay.
family gonna do a DNA test? Because it really is your mom. Your mom could put a stop to this if she's saying that you're not telling the truth or whatever. She
Okay.
could.
Let me explain. My mother is a person after psychology studies, after Polish language studies. She has a good position, good job. She, and I'm a person, lost person now. I mean, I have emotional problems, and people ask me for proofs, and I tried to show you proofs. But when my mother said that, oh, okay, my daughter is like that, she lies, and everything what she said in the statement is a one big lie. And I know that most of us maybe don't believe me, but ask her for proofs. Ask her for why for DNA. Why she doesn't agree for DNA? If she has my pictures, why she can't show it? If she wrote on the statement that I took from my family home my birth certificate and my pictures and all documents, but it's not true because I didn't take pictures. As you can see. Oh no, you can't see this, but because you aren't here. But I didn't take birth certificate because I didn't see it. So, but as I think that birth certificate exists, but it's not a real one. But it's my opinion,
Right.
because I have this number to make passport or ID card. So I didn't say that I don't have certificate. I didn't say. I said earlier that I didn't see birth certificate, but it's not change this thing that I think that birth certificate maybe exists, but it's false. So
Okay.
and my mother said about my medications, about my health and something like that. So I wanna explain you something. My mother doesn't live with me for over 1 year. My boyfriend lives, and my boyfriend even I don't know this word in English, but he's always make sure. She tries to make sure that I take medicines because I have bad memory, as you see as you hear, and it's like I take medicines every day, and every day he makes sure that I took medicines when he was at work or something like that, And I have psychotraumatologist. I have a psychiatrist, and I don't know this word in English, but they take care of me. So it's not like that I reject help,
Okay.
Allie,
Well,
can I ask her
go ahead, Britt. Yeah.
two questions,
Sure.
and then I'll back away just really quick. My first, hi Julia, thank you for coming up here and so bravely being willing to speak to us. You really chose the best place because Allie is one of the most kind-hearted people on YouTube. I just wanted to ask you,
I joined here
have you
accidentally.
have
Okay.
Go ahead, Britt. Ask her.
okay,
Yeah.
Julia, have you ever considered maybe like trying to do 23andMe or Ancestry, like if there's secrecy around your childhood or questions that you don't have answered? That's one question. And the
To
other
be honest,
question
I
I
don't
wanted to
understand what you mean.
okay, so you've never heard of Ancestry.com or 23andMe where you
Yes,
submit your
one person a few days ago, because I said, as I said, I didn't take money. I don't want to take money, and I will not take money from anyone. But one person said to me that she will buy on her own me ancestry DNA test, and she will not give me money, but she will buy. So I agreed because it's not like that I will have this money. I will have only tests. But
Right.
I gave her my address, but I didn't get a test. So it's like a few days, and I'm still waiting. So I think that it was like to get my
Awesome.
address.
Well, that was nice of her to offer that to you. And yeah, go ahead. Ask your other question, Brittany.
Okay, I just wanted to ask that because that is one way for sure where you would find out your origins. Also, my second question is kind of a two-part. Do you remember, like, was there any weird instances that you can think of from your childhood that made you question where you're from, like your origins? And is there a way that you can access, like here in the United States, I can get my own birth certificate and social security card once I turn 18 years old. Do you not have that option where you live?
I will answer for the second question now. Okay. In Poland, we have possibility to get access to birth certificate after 18 years old, after being adult. So I have this possibility, but it's in another city, and I talked with a woman from this place where I can get this document, and it's not normal in Poland. I don't know how it's in abroad, but in Poland, it's not normal that this woman told me everything by phone. So it was weird, and I thought then that maybe it's not necessary to go to another city a few hours away to get a birth certificate, because I think that every abductor take care of changing identify of victims. I mean, if someone adopts a child, birth certificate exists and it's real. But if someone abducts a child, this child will have new identifier.
Yes,
Identity.
that's true. They will. Sometimes they will create full-on new identities. That's what I was saying earlier about your age difference too. Like, that's not uncommon. I think that, they're not going to tell you you have the same birthday as this missing child.
Yes,
You know what I mean? They try to, right. So that makes sense. And
okay.
someone commented to tell you are very brave, Julia, my friend Mallory. And thank you, Mallory,
Yeah.
Crazy Mama. I wrote it in chat, hold on.
You were doing
and
very
missing
good.
people. Yes, you're doing amazing. Thank you. Thank you,
And
Stefan.
I saw because I saw your this live accidentally because I opened my YouTube and this was the first thing that I saw. So
No way.
on the first page.
That's
Good job.
funny.
So,
Good job pressing the like button, guys.
That is awesome.
so
Yes,
Well,
I saw one picture about my manager and I thought about your theories. Probably you have theory that it was like marketing. No. I can explain it too because it's like I signed a contract and it's true at the end of December with a person who is now my music manager. It's truth. I don't say that it's not true because it's truth. And
right.
but a few months ago, and I have to say that a few months ago for me is like over 6 months ago because I have a problem with chronology, I mean timeline, and
Right.
when I say that something was a few months ago, for people maybe should be 3 or 2 months ago, but for me it's like over 5-6 months, you know. And so to be sure, I will say that I started to think about being Madeleine in May or June 2022, and I saw that you
Yes, that
post
you
on
joined the
this
group.
live. Yes, I joined this group, but then I joined too many groups about Madeleine. I read about everything about Madeleine, and because I made a research about missing girls, and Madeleine was the one who fitted to me as I thought and as I think now. So that's why I joined to some groups, and that's why I tried to make a deeper research about this case, because before I started to think that okay, so now I have some really proofs to think like that. I had to make a research, and I had to start again asking my parents, asking my family about my past, and then I tried to ask for pictures, ask for DNA. It was the time when I started to do this because I wanted to check their reaction and I wanted to get the truth. You know, it's like when you find out that you maybe when you realize that you maybe not this person that you think that you are. It's like it's very weird. It's very hard, and when people name me liar, crazy, and some very bad things, I have to say that I don't make it for followers, and I have to say that one person has even access for this account. So it's like I maybe should be scared that I will lose this account, but I don't care about these followers. I can lose this account because the only thing that I wanted to do, and I still want, but I created this account because I wanted to make police react, make authorities react. That's why I named my account I am Madeleine McCann, because if I will write I could be Madeleine McCann, no press, no media will not interested in this. But if media will not, if media didn't be in, oh shit, my English. If media wasn't be interested in, wasn't be? No, what? But you understand, if media will not do anything.
Yes,
You want to
we
find out?
understand. I know what you're saying. You wanted to grab attention.
Then police will not notice me, you know. That's why. But in my when I went to live, I always said every live that I think that I could be Madeleine. And 2 days ago, probably, I said that in my heart, I feel that I'm 100% Madeleine, but in my mind, I know that I need DNA test to think like that. And then, after these words, next day morning, press said, she said that she's in 100% Madeleine. She's sure. No, it's not true. I'm not sure. I feel it only in my heart.
The press will twist your stuff, and
Right.
so will the haters. No, listen, we all have haters, and that's just it. If you can, you got to think there's only a small percentage, or maybe even a big percentage of the haters, but you still got those ones that believe in you, and those are the ones you need to latch onto. and talk to.
Yeah, and
Absolutely. And
be careful and look out for the ones that come around you. There's
Okay.
going to be people gravitating toward you that's going to want to use you and don't have your
you
best
will be
interest
used.
at heart.
Yes, that's why. So when I reviewed your interview with Persian Medium, I said, what she's telling you is true. There are bad people out there. There are people who will see this and grab onto you just because maybe they want to grow themselves a platform or something like that.
Okay, I'm listening, sorry.
Okay, and then this keeps coming up in reference to you. From the first day I covered this, there's a young lady from Germany missing named Inga Gehrig. Have you heard of that young lady? And many people think that you look very much like her as well.
Yes, I heard, but she was missing in 2015, and my grandma, my nanny, but I called her grandma, died in 2015, and I remember some things from 2015, 2014. So, but mostly of.
So okay.
Okay, so as I said, and I'm I'm sure that I'm not 14 years old.
Well,
It
thank
would
you.
be
And
weird.
then, yeah, that would be weird. And then, okay,
That's funny.
Truth Teller says, "You're very well spoken, Julia. Can you tell us why your mom would lie about this? Why do you think she?"
The only thing this is the only one question. No question, one answer. There's no many answers. I think that she lies because she wants to hide something. This is the only answer.
I was
the
gonna
only
say
right
that.
answer. Because if she doesn't lie, if she says that she doesn't lie, prove your words. Show us proofs. Show us that I rejected this help in this place where I could be feel better. Because my mother said that I had the possibility to go to a place where I could get help and be healthy. You read it, right?
Yes, that
Okay,
she.
and I have to say that I tried to get the possibility to go there through like almost 2 years, probably, or maybe less, but it was a long process, and I didn't reject it. I was almost there, and when was the day when came the day when I would I don't know how it's in English, but when I would be there, and but shit, my English, sorry, I'm stressed. But this doctor from there and this psychologist from there, and they said that I have scars, not scars, like. 1 second. Not scars, but like new scars. New scars, you know what I mean? Or no, like cut hands and. Shit, I know.
I know it's probably hard to speak multiple languages. Yeah, injuries. There you go.
Yes, injuries. Did I have injuries on my hands? And this was a place where I had to have motivation because it wasn't like a psychiatric hospital. This place helps only people who have motivation, big motivation. And I didn't reject it. I heard from doctor and psychologists that it's not time for me to be there because there are many people who have motivation, bigger motivation than mine. That's why they rejected me. Not I rejected them. I mean, you can ask this. I can even send to police or to you website of this place, and you can call them, or maybe I can call them, and maybe they can write it that they rejected me because I had a paper document from this day with words that they rejected me, but I'm a very I'm a person who make a mess at home, so I lost everything, every document, almost every document.
I hear that.
Okay. Someone had a good question I wanted to ask. Have you had contact with your mom since she's came out with this statement, or even since you've started your account? What has the contact with your mom looked like?
Okay, when I started my account on Instagram and TikTok, she saw it, my dad saw it, and it was like that. My mother told me that, what she said exactly? That she would sell, if I will not be related, she will sell her home and go away, and I will never see her again. And it was like that she has proofs, because I asked her for proofs that she's my mother. She says that she said she has proofs, and but she doesn't have, probably something like that. She doesn't some.
Are you still there, Julia?
I have a question that goes along with that one, because that's what I was trying to get at to begin with. When you
Me
can
too, yes. Me too.
ask her how far back she can remember, and then that one.
Yes. That, and why would her mom not just produce the birth certificate and put it into all of this?
Yeah,
That was-
right. Well, the mom's saying that Julia stole it. So, but Julia's saying, no, I don't have that. So somebody's got these somewhere. That was
Yeah,
my
well, I
main
mean,
question I wrote down somewhere.
even if Julia stole it though, right? If that's her mom, she should have no problem getting a duplicate copy to,
Somehow, yeah. So, or like her grandma or somebody's got a picture somewhere. She's got to be in a family photo, or the sister might have some pictures. There's something. There's got to be something.
Yeah, I want to ask her. She's unmuted now, so I think she's back. Something happened on her end. But Julia, I'm curious, if you found out that you were Madeleine, then what would be your next step? I think she's there because it was muted for a second. Julia, are you still with us? Sounds like mom is hiding something, even if it's not Madeleine's identity.
Right. It's just weird. The mom's story is just off. And I can see why Julia would have questions about who she was.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, garbage.
Oh, Julia's still here. Julia, I see it. She just typed in the back chat. Julia, can you hear us? Your mic was muted, but now I don't know why you can't hear me. She wrote in there. What the heck?
Back out and come back in. I just don't want you to not be able to connect. You had bad service for a minute.
Yeah, it made like I don't know about on your end, but on mine it made like a weird robotic sound.
Yeah, it did.
Here, she just fell off. I'm going to drop the link one more time in the chat so that you can come back in. If you want to, you can grab that link again and come back up. Maybe that will help. You know what? I really appreciate her coming up here to answer even the tough questions. I mean, the questions about her going to rehab, about everything about her family statement. I mean,
yeah, she's not answering anything. She has an answer. Her English is actually pretty good for
Yeah, and Allie, I just want to say to you, thank you for giving us this opportunity as well, because a lot of creators would not open up the panel for others to come up like that. So thank you, and I'm so
absolutely
happy for you and proud of you.
Allie, I'm very happy for you too. You deserve this.
Yes, you do.
Thank you guys, and I appreciate you guys. I really do. And like I said, I know there were a couple people in the chat who talked about coming up to ask a question, and I'm okay with that too. You won't overwhelm me. So whatever you, but Julie, I was saying, I appreciate you coming here. You have answered everything that we've asked. I think that there's a couple questions still people have, but yeah, I really appreciate you being so upfront. Wait, now she says, why can't you hear me? She typed.
Oh no.
Is she muted again?
I don't know. Julie, she's not muted. No. Hey, Melissa Jade. Julia, I'm not sure what's going on. She joined the link and come back in. Let's see. Do you have Bluetooth headphones on or anything like that?
Oh.
I'm going to remove her and come back in.
Yeah, if she has, because there was crackling with her audio. Usually that's someone that's got earbuds.
I
or-
think her. Oh, Julia, your earbuds, if you have them in, might have died, and they're still
Yeah. And they're
Yeah.
still connected. I bet that's right.
Turn your Bluetooth off.
Lips, do you? I'm sorry, this might not be appropriate, but do you have a channel?
I do.
Okay, I need to find you because I really like
Let,
you.
I love you guys. I love it over here. Let me add that in the chat. Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, Allie. I just didn't know what I didn't want to be rude by asking that,
No,
but
that's okay.
Oh, rude.
she
No,
reminds me of she reminds me of one of our other friends. I'll tell you later.
Oh my gosh. Be good. Be nice to me.
No, it's a good thing. I promise you, it's a good thing. She's awesome.
Please ask why the psychic seems to be flip-flopping about the McCanns being willing to take a DNA test.
Yeah.
She said she's not using headphones. What the heck?
That sucks.
Um,
Can she?
Yeah, do you have headphones you could try? Good question. Melissa's talking to her in the chat. I'm trying to think of any other questions. She said yes. Awesome. That would be great.
Trying to find your live. Oh, here it is.
I'm coming in late, so please mind my ignorance, but did she clarify like what exactly made her feel like she was Madeleine to begin with or a missing person to begin with?
Lips tried to ask her about some of that, and she kind of was like, I've answered these questions. I came here to answer about the stuff with my parents and stuff.
You want to answer new questions.
Okay.
Thank you, Corinne.
But that last one that was up on screen, about or whatever, and then how far back, she can remember, because that's kind of important.
So are her parents not agreeing to a DNA test?
She just don't want. No, we can't hear you. They didn't want to entertain anything or whatever, which I think is a cop out.
Maybe I could give her my Julia. Maybe.
Oh, call. Can she call you?
That's what I was about to say. I could give her my phone number.
Put it in back.
Does she have Facebook Messenger? Maybe you could call from.
Can I give you my cell phone number, or you can do through Facebook Messenger? Because I know you're overseas, but if you have an iPhone, you can do like the iMessage or whatever.
FaceTime.
FaceTime. That thing, whatever.
Allie, thank you for allowing me to come up. I'm gonna hop down so you can have.
Oh, you're welcome, and thank you,
Brittany.
Yeah, and Lips, it was so nice talking to you. And Julia, if you can hear me, thank you so much for answering the questions, and I wish you the best.
Thank you, Brittany. Thank you so much for coming up. And you guys go check out Brittany's channel, Allegedly with Brittany J. Can you put your messenger name in the chat? And then I've got my messenger right here.
Perfect.
Hey, Valerie Knox.
Get your DNA test on. It comes back that you're not Madeleine, but you can turn to your searching to find out who you are.
Julia, okay, I got it. One sec. Julia.
Amanda, that's a great question.
Okay, I got it. Hold on. Vocal artist at the Dark Nomad Music. Okay, got it. I'm calling her. It says no answer. I wonder if I have to friend request you. Let me send you a friend request.
Yeah, I think you guys gotta be friends. Hey, Nay.
Okay, I just sent you a friend request and a message that says hi, and it may be in your request.
Brittany, where you at?
What do you think, Melissa? What did you think when you came in and you heard her? Were you like, oh my gosh?
I was so overwhelmed, and I was like, wait a second, is this? Because I thought you were playing something. And then she was like responding in real time, and I was like, whoa. So I didn't hear like the beginning part of it, but I'm like, I got to still go up and ask questions, but it seems like she's here for she's here to talk about her family more.
Right. So they gave out a statement today. If you look on this screen, no, she's not muted. Hold on. Let me move our pictures, and then that way you can see. This is their statement in the background. They basically went to some charity organization. What's your Facebook? Allie Erickson. Here, I'm put it in here.
There's two Allie Ericksons, and they look exactly alike. Be careful.
Yeah, Lips used to message this girl all kinds of stuff. I'm wearing a red shirt in my picture.
I should show you guys one day. They look exactly alike, except for this one girl's with a like a boyfriend or something. They have the same name. I'm always talking to this person. She never responds, though. It's funny.
Does she have? That is so funny. She's like, I sent you all this stuff. I'm like, well, I'm not getting it. Let's see. Chats.
I do not see Brittany down here in the chat at all. Type in the chat, Brittany.
If something happens, maybe her and I can connect and then make it work. There's Remy's even translated her question.
I seen that. It was really cool. Tammy or Tam.
That's better.
Yeah, when I go to call, it won't even ring. It just says new answer. I have found videos that I believe to be Julia as a baby. We're at Kirsten.
Ooh.
So from what I'm getting with this family post is they're saying that, basically they just don't want to entertain it, that there's been a history of maybe similar things going on and they don't owe us anything. They know that Julia is their daughter. So why do they owe anything to the public?
Which is, I think, is a cop.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yay.
Right. So what was the question? Why I think that my mother lied, right?
Yes. Why did you think that you were Madeleine? Right, you guys? Is that?
No. Why I think that my mother lied?
Your mother lied. And then someone came after and wanted to know more of, I guess they didn't see what you had said about that. So if you don't mind, but yes, why do you think that she's lying?
Okay. So it was weird because I talked a lot, but you didn't hear. Okay. So the first thing, she said that I took my pictures, that I took my birth certificate, that I took everything from home, every document, but I didn't. I mean, I never saw my birth certificate, but I think that this exists, but fake one. But never took my picture from home. I don't have picture here at home. And the second thing, she said that I rejected being a place which could help me. And it was about this injuries what I had, that I didn't reject this place. Do you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay. I didn't reject this place. Doctor and psychologist from this place rejected me because of no motivation, not big motivation. Because if you want to go there, it's not a typical hospital. It's like a therapy space, something like that. And I had then in the day when I had the possibility to go there, they saw, doctors and psychologists saw that I had injuries on my hands, and it was not old injuries. So they said that I can't be here because there are more people who wait for this place, and they have bigger motivation than mine. That's why they rejected me. I had this on like a pre-written document, but I lost it because I lost every document from so it's like I lose most of my documents because
yeah, well, you're young.
Yes, I know.
That's kind of how it is when you're that age.
Allie, would you?
Okay, someone on the panel. Go ahead, Melissa.
Have you ever considered taking a 23andMe or a DNA ancestry test? If you can't do, an actual DNA comparison to Maddie, you could do a DNA test to show who you're related to.
I said about this.
Yes, Brittany asked that.
Channel.
She didn't know what it was. Really, she wasn't familiar.
I have to say that I wanted to make DNA test with my mother or my father or anyone from my family, but they don't agree. They didn't agree a few months ago too. So I think that if my mother really thinks that I'm her daughter, why she can't prove it? I mean, you ask me, all of people who hate me and people who don't hate me, they all ask me for proofs. So I try to show you, I try to explain you, I answered for your questions, and but my mother wrote something, and it's her statement, and it's like, oh, people now know that this is true. What her mother said, this is true. Okay, guys, you don't know her, you don't know this person, and I have to say that my mother is after psychology studies, and she is very intelligent person, and she also, I think that if she thinks that she's my mother, and family thinks the same, she should make a DNA test with me, and I think that it's normal for mother, or I am not mother, but I have a stepsister from father, little sister, and if she would ask me, oh, Julia, are you my sister or no? I know that I'm her stepsister, but I would do everything to make her sure that I really love her, and I take care of her. And if I would be mother, I would do everything to show my daughter how I love her, how I take care of her, because it's not for this situation only. I think my mother Ilya didn't want to make this test too, so it's like, one second, guys. Gdzie idziesz? One second.
Okay.
Co? Czemu? Czemu porozmawiać?
Yeah, Reva, she speaks great. She has really good English.
Czemu?
Bentley's over here raising all kinds of hell, you guys. He knows I'm all doing this. He just left mom's house. He's out in the yard, like, just being crazy.
See, I could see it though, honestly, as a mom. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I would be extremely insulted if a child that I carried, I birthed, and it's like, prove it, so
Yeah.
I understand some people are like, well, it's a simple DNA test. It's a simple, and I get that aspect of it too. But at the same time, I'd be like, F off. Like, I know, like, who are you to tell me? I didn't at the same time. So her response doesn't necessarily align with something has to be up, at least for me.
I agree. I think I would probably be offended too as well. And I'm going to ask her, I'm curious of their relationship growing up.
Right. Because all I know is from the statement and from what I could read on screen, and it says that but MJ, you'd be able to get your kid there, or at least to give them. Well, you could go down and get your own birth certificate at the same time, Remy. Now, granted, I don't know what it is in another country, but I don't have. You can acquire your own birth certificate. So I'd love to learn the process in her country.
Yes, we hear you.
Sorry, argument with boyfriend.
Argument with boyfriend. Hey, Ecto. I don't know what's going on in the chat. I'm really having a hard time following. Okay, Julia, we all have arguments like that. She's just like us, see?
No different.
Yeah. But we have proof our babies are ours.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
That's okay. I'm curious, what was your relationship like with your mom growing up?
Bad. I mean, she always, I don't know. She always tried to have my wings. I mean, not only in my passion.
She said she always tried to cut her wings, not only in her
my
passion.
passion, but it's in, like, when I was in elementary school, she said that I will that I couldn't get the possibility to, because of bad results of exams, that I will write my exams bad and I will not go to gymnasium. So when I was in gymnasium, she said that I will not go to good high school because I will write a exam bad. It's easy example, but when I was in high school, she said that I will not go to any university because I will write my last exam very bad, but I wrote my exam very well. But I didn't go to university because of COVID, and it was only online lessons. And
she always told her that she wasn't ever going to go nowhere. She was good at nothing. That's bad.
With mother, we had a lot of arguments. We lived with her husband, my stepfather. He sometimes hit me when I had argument with my mother, so I didn't get respect from mother and stepfather, and it was something like that.
Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. Now, this Nate, this guy that you recognized on the Find Madeleine website, he's still part of your life, correct? You said he was your grandmother's husband?
Yes, but I don't have contact with him. I mean, I confronted with him 2 or 3 weeks ago, but it was the first time after many years. So, but my family, some people of my family, yes, they have contact with him, and my grandmother from mother.
Okay. You guys have any other questions?
And when his picture will be published, because I think that will be, you all of you guys will notice the similarity. Similarity.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see. Go ahead,
How far
Melissa.
back do you remember?
She said, how far back do you remember? What's your first memories? How old were you when you had your first memories of childhood?
I don't know, because when my first memory that I can say what. Okay, I have one earliest memory, but I don't know how was young. How young I was there in this memory. But my second memory started in age 8, and in age 8 I have only one memory. Then some memories in age 9. Then a few memories in age 10, and then this is the same till 14 or 13.
Wow.
So if you
memory every age for 8, 9, because 8 only one memory. So from 9 till 14 or 13. I don't know.
Okay. Thank you for answering that. Go ahead, Melissa.
If she isn't familiar with like ancestry DNA process, if we would simply send her a link, would she be willing to take? Because it seems like very simple. Like, because I see people in chat saying, would you be willing to do hypnosis? Would you be? You don't even need to get to that. We need to start with the DNA. It's a simple DNA, and that's going to like eliminate either the possibility or it's going to solidify it.
As I said earlier, one girl said that she would buy this test for me without giving me money. I agreed, but she said it. She asked for my address. I sent her address, and I didn't get test. So
yeah, she's waiting on the test to come.
Up like that.
Yes, but I think about it. But for this moment, I try to, not me, but another person tries to
steal her address.
Out why my mother doesn't agree for the DNA test, because it would be the best way to to know, you know.
Yeah, you don't even need your mom, though. You know, like if your mom's refusing, there is still other ways. Also, I'm not familiar how it goes over by you, but is there a way that you can obtain your own birth certificate?
I don't live with her.
You don't need to live with her. You don't need to live with her. You're able to go and acquire your own birth certificate. I'm not sure how it works by you, but absolutely you're able to obtain, because what would you do if a parent had passed? What would you do if you were disconnected by a parent? There's absolutely ways that you can acquire your own birth certificate.
To be honest, after reading a statement of my mother, of family, but I'm almost sure that my mother wrote it. To be honest, I can say that I made a laugh of it because I was sure that my mother will say something like this, but I was a little not scared, but I was sad because she didn't want to make DNA test, and I had 1% of hope that she will in the statement that she will write that okay, I agree for DNA test, but this is no way that she will agree. So and okay, it's like I think that every mother who says because my mother said in this statement that my family loves me or something like that, that they help me like they could help me, but if she's really my mother, and if she said that she loves me, why she can't do DNA fucking crazy, only simple one DNA test with her daughter? If I'm her daughter, it will be on results. So why she can't agree for DNA test? I mean, some people said that because of her privacy. But okay, I know my mother, and I know that she should agree for it because if she it's hard to explain, but I know her personally, and if she will not anything to hide, she will do it because she is the person who wants to have a calm brain, calm mind, and be just no weird things in her life. She just wants to. She always said that she just wants to live and be happy and calm, not with problems. Like many people.
Right.
And she would do this DNA test if she would be my mother because she would like to have calm. I don't know how it's in English. I'm not sure, but not to be calm. To calm. You understand me or no?
Yes, she doesn't want all the stress in her life. But you guys, my computer's dying, and I was thinking, Julia, is it okay if we talk again and like let me try to get together any questions, because the chat asked a ton of questions that I couldn't get to, and I could I could message them to you or something like that, and then we could talk some more in the future.
We come back.
To be honest, I will have a problem because I talked with you. I mean, I shouldn't talk with anyone now, but I think that I would be able to talk tomorrow, but I have to ask Thea.
Okay, well that's okay. I mean, I don't even necessarily mean on a live stream. I just mean I'll message you and if we have anything else in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also I understand that, and I think it's good you have somebody looking out for you. I really do. And I appreciate you coming and answering our questions now. I really, really do. That was so brave of you.
Can I just ask real quickly?
Yes. Hold on. I'm running to go ahead. I'm going to plug in my computer because we're going to lose her if I don't.
So Julia, just so we all understand, what is your main mission coming out publicly, speaking out? What is your end goal here? Are you looking to just have the answers? Are you looking to hopefully have enough pressure to persuade your mom to do any DNA tests? Like, what is your motive coming out publicly and reaching out to people for help?
Well, she just hung up on us. I guess she got confused that we were going to ask another one, but she did kind of say in the beginning, because we asked her similar to that, like, why do it online? And she said, basically, if I came out and started an Instagram account that said, I think I might be Madeleine or something like that, no one would pay attention. She's like, I had went to authorities and no one was listening. So this was the only way I knew to get people to listen to me.
Right.
Wait, so she came out and said with more certainty that I believe I'm Madeleine to get
the publicity.
So she...
Yes, that's what she said.
Wait,
you have to go back and listen.
Yeah, I'm gonna
would've-
have to go back to listen because that's kind of straight up admitting that I'm somewhat
Yes.
lying to get, and so okay.
I would have said that I was trying to find my identity. I wouldn't have
Right. I don't know who I am. Please help me. Because that's
Yeah.
a big difference between, hey, I'm struggling and everybody deserves the answers. 100%. You deserve to know who you are. You deserve your answers. But saying, hey, I believe I'm Madeleine McCann, one of the highest publicity missing children out there. And you're also putting, not that I personally think the family had a cover up, but let's say that they didn't. You're putting that family through more trauma at the same time.
Yeah.
And it just seems wrong. So all I, point out, even if it's a little lie, I have to acknowledge it's a lie. So
Right. She said, and Mel, I saw you backstage. I don't know who this is up here on the panel. She said, she goes, if this was her words today, something like, if in my heart, I do believe I'm her. In my head, I know that I can't just say that I'm her without DNA. I'm not dumb, right? So
Yeah.
she's saying that's why she wrote it that way. And the I am Madeleine, is because she wanted to get people to listen.
Yes. If she wrote, I think I am, people weren't going to listen. If she wrote,
Right.
I am, they were going to grab onto it. So she
right.
thought about this, premeditated. She thought about this.
Right. And all I have to say is that, I'm reading the family statement. And to be fair, it does say that there's a long history with manipulation and things like this. So, I know everybody's sitting here saying, hey, they should simply give a DNA test. And I probably would too. But I could understand, listen, we don't know. We're hearing Julia's side, but the family have their own side, and you really don't know what they've maybe had to deal with her entire life. They have maybe been through these situations, not to this scale, but maybe have been through these circumstances time and time again, to where it's like you don't even know the beginning of it. And I'm not about to sit here and explain to you something so ridiculous. And so I, all I'm saying is that I have my mind made up.
Exactly how they worded that. That's exactly how I took it too.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Carrie says Fia told her many times not to do interviews, and that's what she was saying just now. But you know what? I think her coming up here talking, it only helped understand her side of this, because at the beginning, when you go back and listen, Melissa, you'll hear like I was not taking it easy on my opinions, but I really appreciated her coming up to try to
absolutely.
Yeah, give her side. So I think it only helped her doing that. I don't know though. It's who is this up here on panel? Mel.
I don't know. Hello, Mel. Welcome.
Mel.
Whoever it is.
Mel, are you okay, Mel? Blink 3 times if you're okay. I appreciated being up here. I appreciated everything. I could sense the nervousness, and but
yeah,
she did good. I don't know. We have the right to question, and I can kind of see a little bit. There's got to be some kind of, her mom might be up to something,
but who said there's not photos of her before she's 4? To be fair, again, we're going just based off of Julie, and I understand the majority are like, well, if there were, the family would come out. Not necessarily. Everybody is very different. Everybody handles things different. There might be 100% definitive proof. How do you know that they haven't taken a DNA test in the past? And I'm not shutting the door to any possibility, of course, but we can't just take what she's saying as fact. But I absolutely love that she chose you to come up and to share her story and to help communicate a little bit better, because I know there is that communication barrier, and to answer questions, and that's a good sign, that's a good thing. But yeah, I don't know, just because she hasn't shown photos before she's 4 and she's saying that there aren't photos before she's 4 doesn't mean that there actually aren't photos before she's 4. You know what I'm saying?
Because the mom said she took them. She says, no, I didn't. So now there's nothing. I mean, nobody can believe anybody at that point.
And I hope that, if conveniently that 23andMe test didn't go through, but I mean, there's a 7-day free trial, and I'm sure that we get 20 people to donate $1 and very easily could send her a DNA test. And it's something as simple as that,
I think
there you go. There's your answers.
But how about this? Because I got to agree with Mama Bear here. She said, I also said it's extremely strange to me that her mom just publicly bashed and turned her back on her like that. It seems wrong for her to do that, even if it's true. Because, like, if her mom thinks that she's truly sick,
My mom would have done that, so I
No,
don't question
yeah,
that.
my mom would have, yeah. No, not necessarily, because again, you don't know the history. These, imagine going through like 20, like not 20 years, okay, because she's young. Let's say the last 10 years has been a pure roller coaster ride of incident after incident, and melodrama after this drama, after this lie, after this manipulation. And this to them very well may be just the next big manipulation, just on a very larger scale. So it may seem like an attack versus they're defensive, because the whole public, it made News Nation, it's making all these other hide networks, and they're coming out actually lighting a fire underneath these claims when they themselves may very well know this is not true. So you have to think of it in the aspect, not every mom is all cuddles and rainbows. My mom's not cuddles and rainbows.
No.
Like, she'd be the first one to call me out. That doesn't mean she doesn't love me, but that's just not how our relationship is. So you have to remember that everybody is different.
that's true. That is so true. See, my mom is a hard ass in a loving way. Like, she will call me on my shit, but maybe not publicly, like more privately. You know what I mean? It's
and if she is sick, I'm sorry, but cuddles and rainbows isn't going to help. You know what's going to make it worse, though? A bunch of people feeding into those delusions. And I'm not saying she is delusional. Please don't get me wrong. I don't know. She very well may be honest, and there might be something happening. But if you look at it through that perspective of this is repeated behavior, the worst thing you could do is validate those paranoia, those concerns, or those delusions, right?
Yeah, enable it. So she did say in one of her earlier clips, I'm not delusional, I have proof, doctors, blah blah blah.
Did she show any proof yet?
No, I haven't seen none of it.
Yeah,
no, yeah, but there was a comment when she came in, because we were talking about, because I said something about I mean, there's proof that she's not doing well. Yeah,
Lori, we're not judging, we're just having a conversation.
We're not judging at all.
You need to look at it from all sides. If you don't look at it from all sides, then you're not being open-minded.
Right.
And plus, like, everybody has different opinions. You know what I mean? We all have different experiences, different relationships with our moms, different life experience that gives us, our opinions and stuff. So,
we're able to talk it out
really quick. So I know that the missing persons, let me look. I saved the exact name. The missing, no, I didn't. I just wrote missing people. Had a couple super chats came in while she was talking. I did not want to interrupt them, but I appreciate you guys so much. I know Steph, Crazy Mama, missing people, Angie. So thank you guys. And then I also saw a couple questions about could you use the interview? And yes, absolutely. Missing people. I know Lips, you ask. Yeah, anybody can use it. I don't care. Just don't
share
use this. Yeah, just don't use it and be nasty and bash people. Then I might consider whatever. Yeah, but just if you want to use it to commentate and be fair and all that, I don't care. Or even just to commentate, just please don't use it. I don't want anybody to use it to like bash somebody. You know what I mean?
Don't
like
scare
really
her away. Don't be nasty, people.
Exactly.
Stop it.
Holy moly, you guys.
Good job, girl.
No,
I bet you want to go chill for a minute.
It's not easy with the language barrier, and it's a controversial topic. So you did an amazing job. I can't wait to go back and listen from the beginning. And I hope I hope she can. That's why I'm like, get that girl an ancestry test. It seems if her mom's not agreeing, it seems like the easiest. I mean, I can't think of anything easier to like kind of prove it or not. I don't know. Can you think of anything?
I think she said with a lady that was gonna buy it, it's only been a couple of days, so she definitely needs to wait at least a couple weeks.
Yeah, because that would be the best option in my opinion.
Right.
Ooh, look at this. As a professional writer, researcher, and proofreader, I would like to point out that it is highly unusual for Julia's parents to say that it is obvious to them that Julia is their daughter, which is interesting. The language is kind of interesting, but remember, English is not their
Yeah,
first language.
English is not their first. And maybe they're saying it is, just to play devil's advocate here. Sorry, guys, but it is obvious. Maybe it's obvious because I carried this baby for 10 months type of, like, it's obvious
Right.
to me. I'm the one who pushed her out type of deal, so.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, the
Well, you made a
language
good point,
barrier.
because if one of my boys said, like, did something like that, oh my God, I would be
Yeah.
highly offended. I'd be ready
would
to
probably
fight him
say-
over that.
I'd be
I would
highly
probably-
offended. Now I'd prove it, but I'd still be highly offended. But maybe
I would
there
say
are
to
people who
them,
wouldn't.
it's obvious you're my child. I would probably say that.
Yeah.
Like, obviously you're my kid. Yeah, that would come
Right.
out.
Well, interesting, you guys. Okay,
It
well,
is
I
so
guess.
cool.
Hey, thank you guys for coming up and
Thanks for having me.
You killed it.
helping
today.
helping my nervousness, helping me think of questions, just all that stuff. Both of these ladies have channels, and the mods, Woofy, will you make sure they get dropped? And then Brittany, allegedly with Brittany J, was up here. She had a channel, and then the other person that was up here, I don't have a clue who that was, so I couldn't tell you.
Hashtag who's Mel?
They just sit there too, like
They want to eat their 5 minutes of fame.
Oh yeah, Mama Bear wants to say something really quick. I gotta let her before I go.
And sorry guys, I always try to like look at both perspectives, so it's like, I'm just trying to be fair and
No,
bring
you-
in the opposition.
I love devil's advocate or whatever.
You have to.
I do that
You
too.
have to.
I
And you
love
know
it
what?
too.
If you guys roll up here saying the opposite side, I would have came in preaching Julia's side. I just think it's good to have all perspectives up.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. And if you would rather be in an echo chamber, I don't have a place there, because I'd rather, like, I don't know, I just don't like that. It's not healthy. It's
But
not
at the end of the day,
Don't go with
she's-
popular opinion, man.
right. At the end of the day, she's confused, she's struggling, and so yeah, she needs help no matter what. And I hope she could get the answers. And yeah, everybody deserves to know the truth.
Yeah, and she was very polite and nice and
Yes.
kind, so I appreciate all of that.
You rock, Bentley. You rock.
Here's Mama Bear. Hey, Mama Bear.
Hey, Alex. Hey, I won't be long. I just wanted to mention something because it made me think. There's no echo, is there?
A little weird. It's like you're in a tunnel.
It is a little weird, but that's okay. It's
Yeah.
not echoing.
Okay, well, I was going to say I have my earbuds if you want me to take them out.
Muffled. You're
Maybe
fine.
take them out, but
Okay.
we could hear you.
Say don't take them out?
You could
could
try
try.
if it. Yeah, you could try if you want. If it's not too big of a hassle, but we can hear you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Hold on.
And
I'm
don't
gonna jump
forget to
down.
hit that thumbs up.
Okay, how's
I
that?
love you. Ellie,
Bye,
you rocked it
Lips.
today. Bye.
Nice to meet you.
Yes,
Aw,
you
thank you
too.
guys. Thank you guys. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Lips. Oh, Melissa, when she started coming in the chat, I was like,
I
what?
didn't know. I came in, I was like, what is she playing? And then I was like, oh, she's responding. It's real.
Okay. can you
Everyone's
guys
like,
hear
she's
me?
in the chat.
That's
Yes.
so crazy.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Is it better?
Much
the
better.
sound?
Much
Okay.
better.
I figured. I think my son chewed on the left earbud or earpod. Yeah, they had dropped out of the case somehow. I have no idea. And the other day I saw I looked at him and I'm like, how do you have my AirPod? And I grabbed it from him, but I noticed the end of it is a little bit looks bit up a little bit.
Yeah, mine gets like that from just wrapping it and the cord eventually wearing.
Ugh. I'm like, really, kid? Thanks. Anyways, okay, so yeah, I just wanted to. So with Julia, this just made, and I won't be long. This just made me think of this, and it's just easier for me to just come up on panel and explain it. So, this was well into my adulthood. I was actually probably about 21, 22. Like Julia, and it came out that there was I had found out that there's a possibility that my dad could not be my dad. and it was told to me in confidence, and
Oh,
I confronted my mom with it, and she pretty much told me that there was a possibility, um, but she refused to take a DNA test. Like, I was like, well, then
Oh,
let's,
wow.
yeah, then let me. And I even said, can I want to go and take a DNA test from my dad. And she was like, nope, you can't do that. Don't do that. And she tried to block me out. Of course, I knew I'm as an adult, and I went to my dad. And my dad was like, you know what, at this point, I've known this little family secret since you were 10. And he said, and it's never changed my opinion. If that's what you need, that's what you need. So that's why I keep saying, like, it's just very strange to me that the mom, it could be just not even the fact that she's, she thinks, she's like, oh yeah, we, illegally adopted her or whatever, and she'll find out that way. It could be something just as small as that.
Right. Yeah, like, and I'd be interested in if she can't get her mother to do a DNA test, which again, yeah, to you and me, it may seem like, oh, just it's simple, right? Do it. But
right.
Is there an aunt? Is there an uncle? Like, aren't they able to compare it and just say, hey, yeah, no, you are related to this person? Because even a relation to a cousin, an aunt, an uncle, everything, like it seems very simple. But I think that that's a great example because, yeah, it's not, they may not be saying that they don't want to agree to a test for nefarious reasons. There might be a list of reasons, we don't know.
Right. Right. And so, like, that's just kind of been like my stance from the beginning. I really don't I'm kind of where Alex is. I don't believe that this girl is Alex. I don't. But I feel she needs answers. Absolutely. Especially if her story, like, that is the truth. And I am 100% believing her truth, because if a, possible SA victim, I'm not going to try to say that it's
Is
not
that
true.
a baby?
Oh, yes. My 2-year-old.
Oh, so cute. I knew I heard a baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how things are, and I know it's different countries, absolutely different, but I would imagine, even though it's a different protocol, that there would be a way to acquire a birth certificate. And I know that people are like, well, it wouldn't matter if it was falsified. Well, yeah, it would still be significant because if it was falsified, there would be traces of that, and you would dig and you would be able to find inconsistencies. So yeah, it starts with DNA and the birth certificate. Everything else, as far as I saw someone suggest, can you do therapy regression and try to bring back memories? The memories are insignificant if you don't even know what the truth is yet.
Right, exactly. And I mean, especially if let's say it is the truth, and she is Maddie, and she was stolen at 3 years old. She's, no matter how much therapy regression you have, she's not going to be able to get back to that.
Right.
Well, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, it's not necessarily nefarious. Maybe your definition of nefarious is different from mine. Like, because I know that there are circumstances, and, the panel guys just explained that, they refuse to, right? That doesn't mean that, hey, you have to jump to the conclusion that you're kidnapped. There could be different reasons of why they won't. Now, you don't have to agree with it. I don't have to agree with it, but it doesn't automatically just jump to they're hiding that you're kidnapped. They're hiding that you're not actually our child. There could be multiple reasons.
Yeah, she said her mom was a psychologist, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, and it really, I mean, she was also explaining many forms of abuse from her mother. I mean, she doesn't talk about her father at all, which is strange to me as well. I don't know if her mother is a single mother or was a single mother. Has anybody heard about the father? Maybe I missed that.
I didn't hear anything about him, actually. She did say that she has a sister who has the same dad, and I believe that's it.
So then can't her sister give a DNA test?
That's what she was saying. She was like, I was hoping that maybe my sister could do it, who has the same dad. I'll have to re-listen to what she said, though, because it was up here today, and I was shaking nervous that she even was here. And I don't know, I'm going to have to re-listen to really soak soak it all in and all
I
that.
know. I did not expect that as I was listening to this and cleaning my kitchen. And I was like, Lord. So then I was like hearing the kind of debate of like, but if, and I'm like, let me jump up there and just kind of be like, put it in another perspective. It could be as simple as, hey, mom cheated on dad and she doesn't want that dad to know. I mean, it could be very simple, but
Oh yeah, that's true.
the fact of the matter is that if these parents, if this mom really truly knows and is saying that, I mean, the fact of the matter, she was just so awful, even in her public statement. And I understand where people are coming from with the tough love thing. I understand that angle, but like, I have a sister that has many mental issues. I also and addiction issues, and I love her with all my heart. I do. And I keep my distance from her though because of that toxicity. Sometimes people just don't want help when they need it. So, but I would never go publicly, no matter how bad my sister is, and say those things, especially then say, but I'm not going to show you guys proof. So pretty much F off. Like,
Right.
Right.
and I understand they don't owe us anything. It's just strange to me. There's just,
Yeah,
it
I
just
agree.
seems like
It seems
she is
simple.
hiding
It
something.
seems simple. And hey, wouldn't you rather shut this down? Because if you do it, you'd shut this down now. Type of
Right.
thing.
Okay, hold on, you guys. She said stepsister, yes. But if you go back and listen, I believe she meant half sister because she says, I have a stepsister who from my dad, and I was going to see if she would do a DNA test. If she was not half sister, then why would she even say that? So I
That's
believe that
true,
she did. You guys are correct though. She did say step, but the way I took it was like, sometimes people will say that about half siblings. Yeah, I don't know though.
Oh, and I know so I'm not saying, hey, doing therapy regression and pulling up the memories aren't important. What I should have said is it's also very dangerous because you could, if you have the mindset, okay, that you are Madeleine, you could have false memories 100%. That's why I'm like, I wouldn't jump to that even if she was able to pull up certain things as gold. Again, I think it would be DNA 100%.
Yeah, DNA is the only answer here. I mean, that's what they got to do. And the fact of the matter that her family is just completely blocking that is just very strange to me.
It is strange. And I'd like to see, as time continues, now that even news stations in America are picking up on it, as pressure grows and mounts, I'd be curious to see if they're going to crack and provide proof and records and things like that. So I guess we shall see. But I hope Julia stays in touch with you. And it's really fascinating, interesting, but it's sad at the same time, because at the end of the day, you have someone who is struggling, who's confused, and is looking for help.
Right.
So yeah,
I'm gonna
I
jump
don't
down.
think she's Madeleine though.
You guys.
Well, Mama Bear, thank you so much for coming up.
No, thank
I'll
you guys
jump
for
down
letting
too,
me
but
come
yeah,
up.
Oh,
I
Melissa,
really
and
having us,
thank you.
Allie.
Yeah. See you
Thank
guys.
I
you
can't wait
both.
to go back and listen. It's super interesting.
Well, I really appreciate you both coming to give your opinions. It means a lot, and just being here. So thank you.
Thank
And
you.
let me
You did
know
great.
after you go back. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, and I think maybe like everybody in the comment section of this video, maybe you guys could leave any specific questions you have. So if you do have an opportunity to talk to her, maybe not on a live, you already have questions ready to go. So
Yes,
people
that's a
leave
great
their
idea.
ideas.
Yeah, that's an awesome idea. Why can't we see who is talking? I don't know what you mean, Maria. It was me, Melissa Jade, and Mama Bear. Thank you, Melissa. And you guys definitely go subscribe to Melissa Jade, Brittany. Who was the other person that was up here with the channel? Lips. Yes. Okay. Sorry. I don't know why my brain is not working. But yes, definitely subscribe. And yeah, thank you, Melissa.
Thanks, Allie. Hit that thumbs up, guys. All right. Thank you. You did amazing, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you, Melissa. Bye. And then you guys in the chat, I am so aware. I know there were many questions that didn't get asked and stuff. It was going pretty fast, and it was so unexpected. So I do apologize if your question didn't get asked. But if you have one, like I said, I could ask her not on a live, just maybe privately, and then let you guys know. And thank you for being here. And thank you, Lips, for coming up, because I was nervous, and Woofy and Melissa and Brittany and Mama Bear, everybody. Yeah, I just really do appreciate you guys. Oh, okay. Yes, and my Instagram that I mentioned at the beginning. So it was so nice. Wolfie and Melissa helped me build a really nice Instagram page to show all of my tie-dyes. So you guys could go over there and see a bunch of them that I've made, and they've been dropping it in the chat. So if you're on Instagram, definitely go over there and check it out. Otherwise, I will see you guys soon. I love you. I really do. And I appreciate you guys so much. I love you all. And I hope to see you soon and we can talk about it. And yeah, I need to go let my brain kind of like absorb everything that just happened. All right. Thank you guys. And I'll see you soon. Bye.